The protagonist of this case, Brian, is a hit. I've been waiting for the guitar in the warehouse. But things seem to be getting a little out of hand recently. Construction to establishment, all the way. And they will slowly start to jazz. On the sound of the United States, the smell of chaos. Brian's order is broken. It's been performed in many places. It is also their career. The biggest performance ever. Brian is very beautiful. He couldn't believe it. The warehouse is easy to place. The world has made a name for itself. Same as his girlfriend Brianna's. It seems that the love has also been cultivated into positive results. 2 weeks ago, Boon Zeng beat his mother. He slapped himself on Brianna. Want to get married and have children and a house. Soon he proposed. Brianna agreed. This is the life of Brian. Everything seems to be on the right track. But by early 2005, he and his fiancée Brianna, there seems to be a subtle melting. Brennan Brianna's feelings. This is the correct price. Bune, what do you want to add? He will suddenly stop, go outside and fight. This guy really likes Brianna. But Brianna doesn't necessarily think, so one night, at the taco show, the conflict between Brian and Brianna has exploded. The more and more uncertain Boone's relationship became. He broke up with Brianna in one day. Then it quit. He suddenly decided to quit. He thought he liked the music. So you can't meet a good one. But not yet. I want to quit. Everybody understood what Burns was doing. Because he bought it not long ago. I've added some new features. They're ready to go on a tour in California. This is a good way to become famous. This guy, Brian, has a fiancée. Let it go. Brianna, she said he had pyrolysis. Jian Yan went to see a psychological student. No, he can't go on a relationship with her. He was very grateful for his support. Around PM on March 10, 2005. So, Brian's psyche was broken. Brianna beat him. I want to know about the treatment. But Brian didn't pick up. Enter the voicemail box automatically. Brianna is very sad. She came home early from work. And when she got home, she saw that Brian was there. I took a sip. But Brianna searched the entire apartment. They all have the right address. All she found was Brian's purse. There are more than $800 in noodles. The more Brianna thought about it, the less she felt. She knew that Brian would never kill her. After that, his life alone is really bad. Something must have happened. Other achievements received. It's Brianna's. It's all done. The first 4 were looking for Brian. When the search for Boone began, Brianna notified the police. They've been searching everywhere for days. There's still not enough money in there. Lost for days. Officer Lamb was the first person to look into this case. He first laid Brianna. The information provided by the police is missing. Under normal circumstances, adults are missing for more than 12 hours. Or 24 hours later, someone will come to the police. But this is the case. Brianna is not in Boone. If you buy a small one, you will be called to the police. Sergeant Lamb, I think this is a little bit irrational. Before the loss of the police officer, one of Brian's was beaten. This is the location. Does he or she not have a license? He looked depressed. He was talking about on off again with his girlfriend. Maybe it's because he was trapped. Emotional impairment. In front of the warehouse office, Brian did something ominous. He didn't know what to do with me. Then he smiled. Shulin police officer analysis. And what Brian meant was probably, want to run away from home to escape. That's the way it works, Steve. And Brian is not likely to do it himself, because he has sent people who believed in himself to the ground. Police officer Kobayashi is the government's security clearance agency. It was not the case that Burns sent his birth mother. So it also ruled out the reason for him to go. It's been a month since Brian was lost. The warehouse has a new request for the case. This is the beginning of Lucy's doubt. No matter what happened to Brian the night he died, it's likely to be made by other components. Other products he shipped are not available. And he forced Brian to make some painful decisions. So Lucy quit. The other 3 of Lucy's. I'm sorry about his withdrawal. One of them, D, is in moments. It produced a very powerful picture. It's Dizon who wrote it. This is a photo taken by the warehouse. The photo is wrong. Lucy wants to tie me up, and so I was just carrying her around. But he didn't understand. If I really hurt Boone, why is it so stupid? The photos reveal themselves. Constable Lynn's investigation and analysis. I'm sure some of you know something. But the heart is full of ghosts. They don't want to be exposed. I don't want to be with the police. Because they are afraid of bearing the consequences. Unfortunately, don't have anything? Sergeant Kobayashi, the case will not be resolved. The lost year of June 2007. State police reopened the case. And they wanted to talk to Dee and Brianna. This is the real deal. He's not worried. Because he didn't do it. Think of the official police case. They were all transparent. Clear the suspect. State police. Check again. It is clear that the case is self-imposed. Officer Kobayashi has a different opinion. He didn't know it was out of sudden anger. This is a generous gift. But it is certain that Boone was stolen. So whether it's self-care or self-care, it's because of Brian's family. Knowing the truth may not be that easy. Of course, Brian was stolen, but his family loved him. He lived a happy life. It was impossible for his mother to start with Brian. And there was a result. August 2017, lost 12 years in Budapest. It's near his apartment. The forest in front of the church was stolen. The police have ruled out the possibility of